Hello and sweethearts, we're back with another The Last Day on Earth video. Bad news for a small part of the community, as many accounts are being permanently banned.
Keep in mind, this is something that's been happening for a while, but now it seems that Kefir has started another wave of bans.
Let's take a look at it first, as Kefir has released this image where you can see two security guards, the big one is here, and there's a survivor. It's a door like the entrance to a bar or a nightlife spot. A nightclub that says The Last Day on Earth and it says cheaters are not allowed. Cheaters are not allowed to enter. And with this image, Kefir gives us a message that says, hello survivors, an important reminder. Duplicating items, using exploits, cheating and any other method to gain an advantage by bypassing the intended game mechanics. It can lead to the loss of your progress. If you come across such an opportunity, it's better not to take the risk. Our technical support team will not be able to restore your progress in these cases, since using such cheats violates the game rules. You also shouldn't share guides on how to use duplication methods or exploits in the community. Such posts will be deleted and their authors will be blocked. YouTube channels that publish this kind of content may receive penalties. Kefir even mentioned strikes that could make you lose your YouTube channel. We believe in fair play. Take care of your progress. This is the notification Kefir put out, but it's been happening for a while. Look, I'm going to show you an image from over 2 years ago that a user sent me. Like I said, this image is more than 2 years old, and this is a notification that you can get in the game. If you use these kinds of tricks, cheats, duplicating items, taking advantage of exploits, things like that, it says your account will be permanently banned, okay? Banned for violating paragraph 1F of the terms and conditions with behavior that may be considered illegal, infringing intellectual property or any other property rights of Kefir. It doesn't specify exactly what, but usually if you get banned for something like this, you already know why you're being banned. I'm telling you, this happened a long time ago, in fact many years ago, and when I say many I mean maybe 8 years ago. And if Kefir caught you cheating, they would delete whatever you had in the game that you got by cheating. Or maybe they would delete everything, erase all your progress, and give you this hat that says cheater, okay? And they will leave this hat on your character, and you couldn't take it off, okay? They would leave it on your head and you couldn't use any kind of armor helmet anymore, okay? That kind of account, I don't know if it would eventually get deleted or what, but at least for a while they would put this hat on you. You couldn't take it off, it would stay on your head, and they would delete a bunch of your stuff in the game. So Kefir has always been fighting against this kind of thing, but I'm telling you, not very seriously, okay? But it's true that there have been times like this, when maybe the duplication bugs or taking advantage of this little loophole that's left there, which a lot of players take advantage of, okay? There are times like this when things are getting a little out of hand and Kefir gets a bit more serious and starts banning accounts and issuing these kinds of warnings. Lately, in fact, a duplication bug had become pretty popular, you know? In the base, with your corpse and all that. I usually don't find out about these kinds of things because I don't look for them, I don't promote them. I'm not interested, I play differently. If someone wants to play like that, that's fine, I don't think it's wrong. Everyone plays how they want, but it's not my style of play. It's true I find out about them because you send them to me, and it was a bug that I obviously won't explain. This video does explain how to do it, but it's true that through a drone modification, by doing certain things, it's possible. The character dies at the base, and when he comes back, okay, you recover the corpse, and here it is. You duplicate everything you had. If you had a bunch of caps, the armories, whatever, you can duplicate a ton of things, anything you have, so you end up with infinite resources and exclusive items. Or at least, whatever limit the game sets. In fact, that's why something strange is happening that's really hurting us in the game. To everyone, not just to players who use cheats, who cheat, but to everyone, whether you play legally or illegally. And now, the possibility of recovering your body when you die. You know that once a day, if we die, I'm going to die here at the base. So you can see it easily. Here we are. You always get the option to restore if you want to recover your body by watching an ad, okay? And that way, if you die in a farming area, you can restore it, or the option to revive. But if you're in a farming area, you would lose the corpse. Obviously, since I'm at the base, there's no problem, I just hit revive. Or if you're in a permanent area where you don't lose the corpse when you die, like Bunker Alpha, Bunker Bravo, or the laboratory itself. All these areas, there's no problem, because you don't lose the corpse. But now that recovery option is no longer available. Why? FID removed it, because this bug I just showed you has to use, no matter what, the recovery option by watching an ad, okay, to be able to duplicate these items. So while FID figures out how to fix these bugs that he himself creates, okay, well, they've taken away our ability to restore. So that people can't use this bug, other ones will come up, that's for sure. There will always be people who take advantage of these kinds of bugs. And there will always be people who get banned for using these kinds of bugs. Where is the line between bugs that are legal and those that are illegal? Well, the truth is, it's hard to know, because fight, you shouldn't need to read the terms of service. And then there are things that really aren't clear. For example, even though I didn't use it, I did show you this trick during the anniversary event, with which the swamp water didn't hurt us. I think it's wrong for players to use this trick. I didn't use it, but I don't think it's that bad. Here's why. This trick makes you want to play. Many people skip the anniversary because it was costly and complicated. With this, it made playing a little more enjoyable, a little less of a hassle. You still had to keep using weapons, you still had to keep using armor to kill the zombies, you still had to keep using materials, in that case axes, to cut down the ash trees. You still had to keep spending your time, and you still had to keep playing and working hard to get things. Yes, this made things a little easier, a bit of an advantage, sure, but I really don't think it was hurting anyone. Still, everyone can do whatever they want. You've always been asking me, hey Chicha, what do you think about people who hack the game, who duplicate things and get everything for free and all that? I've always told you the same thing. I don't care. That's not how I play, at least not in the last day. Why? You've often asked me, hey El Chicha, how does it feel? Having a fully maxed level 5 base with practically every item in the game, with almost everything unlocked. It's really exciting, it's nice, and I always tell you the same thing. The truly beautiful thing isn't having almost everything in the game and having achieved a lot. The truly beautiful thing is the amount of hours I've spent. I've also been privileged to spend that time with you all through videos and live streams. For more than 9 years, that's been thousands of hours of fun, frustration, laughter, fun, in short. And for me, that's much more important than having everything I have on my account. It's all those thousands of hours of fun that the game has given me. And if I had used duplication cheats right away and gotten everything in 2 months, I would have missed out on a ton of hours of fun. But I always say the same thing, that's my way of playing. If someone wants to get the game, install it, play for a month, and start duplicating items, and risk that in 3 months, either they get banned or they get bored because they already have everything, or there's no incentive to play anymore because everything is too easy. They could be duplicating scars, or they could be duplicating the items they're supposed to earn. That's fine with me, I have nothing to say about it. It's a PvE game, they're not stealing anything from me. Obviously, Phil will get upset about this kind of thing because that does hurt his business, but personally, I really don't care at all. If that's how you enjoy playing, that's fine. But I've always said the same thing, when you hack the game, duplicate items, or get everything for free, the first one to be harmed isn't me, the first one to be harmed isn't Phil, the first one to be harmed is you. Because you're missing out on a lot of hours of fun if that's not the kind of fun you like. If being consistent, if putting in effort, if spending months or even years enjoying a game isn't your style, that's fine. You can duplicate items, you can do whatever you want, have a short burst of fun in a short period of time. Until you get bored or get banned, you uninstall the game, you install a different game, and that's fine. Games are meant to be fun, and if that's your way of having fun, that's fine. My way of having fun is different. And that's why on my channel I've always talked about consistency, effort, and of course fun, but also about how to progress legitimately, so we can guarantee ourselves days, months, or even years of pure fun. Let's not make a big deal out of it, it's just a game meant for fun. Anyone can play how they want, and we must accept the consequences. A few months ago, when these new duplication bugs became popular, many people in live streams asked me, hey Chicha, can I get banned for this? And I told you, in that live stream, knowing that Kefir was already starting to ban a lot of people, I said, if they catch you, they're going to ban your account forever. A lot of people started to worry. A bunch of them started saying, but El Chicha, that can be right. And I tried to downplay it. I said, well, let's see if it's just a bit of a joke and all. But it wasn't a joke. I already knew they were banning people. But they can't keep track of everyone. Everyone has to know the consequences of their actions.
If you want to play fair, you are going to have a long and successful run that can last for years. And if you have a way of playing where you like to duplicate items, etc, I think that's totally valid. If that's your way of having fun, that's fine with me, but possibly your future will be this, or more likely this. This is the latest message they're sending, very similar to the previous one. This one is a little more recent, where it says, account permanently blocked, banned for violating the terms of service. Unacceptable advantage over other players. It has been found that this account has been exploiting the game's vulnerabilities to obtain unauthorized items, or rather, to obtain items in an unauthorized way. It's not that the items themselves are unauthorized. Guys, this isn't a video criticizing anything. I've always said the same thing. Everyone plays how they want, and all playstyles are totally respectable. But we have to accept that our actions have consequences. Some actions will bring us many months or years of fun, and others might also bring us some time to have fun. But of course, this fun also comes with the risk of losing our account. Guys, don't forget to leave me a like and share this with all your friends. And you already know that the most important thing here is to subscribe and earn it.